Hi, and welcome to the layperson.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Good morning, or good afternoon, as the case may be. Welcome to the layperson podcast. You're listening to episode 153. Yesterday, I talked about modern travel in episode 152. And today, in episode 153, I plan to talk about witches. Witches! Wow! Now, there's a topic that goes back a long ways. I don't know much about witches and I'm no expert. But just as a lay person, talking from the little knowledge that I have, witches definitely goes back more than 400 years. But let's go back to the witches of Salem in the new colonies in North America. And there was a witch hunt there. People were calling other people witches and accusing them of witchcraft. Now back then, that was scary and bad. The punishment was... And a lot of these people sort of escaped punishment or really bad damage by calling other people witches. Now, the concept of witchcraft and witchery and witches has changed over the years. These days, people call themselves witches. There's people out there walking around saying, I'm a witch. They believe in magic and witchcraft. And some of them will argue with you. They'll say magic is real, or they'll say, No, it's more like a lifestyle. It's a psychology. And so witchcraft has really changed. Not only our perception of witchcraft, but our attitudes towards it. It's kind of accepted and tolerated in many places. Or at least, if you're a witch and it's not tolerated, you don't say much and everything goes fine. There's, as far as I know, no place that will kill you for being a witch anymore. I suppose there's a few countries that might do that, but they're kind of low on the radar and most people aren't worried about it. Witches are, well, some people say they're natural. It's an extension of nature and the natural forces. Other people say they're connected to the devil and they're being pawns controlled by the devil and they're doing evil things to hurt people and destroy society. Either way, everybody likes a little bit of spooky and everybody likes a little bit of bad in their life. If they're not bad, they like to look at bad things and touch bad things. So I think witches will continue to be interesting well into the future. That brings us to the end of another episode of the layperson podcast. Today we talked about witches in episode 153. Please be sure to come again tomorrow and join me on the layperson podcast episode 154 when I talk about Luddites.